Hi Libra, this will be your bonus for Sabian symbols. Just feel like I wanted to get you one and I didn't get you one. So Libra energy. Holy fanoli, cannoli, manoli. Sorry, I guess we'll take these three. Leo, Libra, and Aries. Interesting. Let's see what this says. All right, so 28 seconds as we start. Leo 15, a street pageant moving along a street packed with people. People really enjoy a street pageant or a carnival. They get together to celebrate their community, even if they aren't directly involved in what's being celebrated. Just watching the street pageant inspires fun, joy, and a sense of pride as people come out and watch and enjoy. It may be a great achievement or an anniversary event that has spurred the street pageant. A large celebration can bring community together and create some type of recognition for what has been accomplished. Most people contribute to and support the display and share in the festivities. However, there will always be those who grumble about something, a lack of parking, too much noise, or garbage being strewn about. Ignore the grumbles and go for it. You and others deserve the fun and the rewards. You are either in the pageant or watching it, and what does it feel like to you? Are you celebrating and enjoying the fun? Are you feeling a little out of your depth or at the mercy of people around you? Is there a disagreement over the values of what's being celebrated? If things get out of hand in this situation, you may feel like you're being pressed in and can't get out. If there can be a feeling of being walled in by people, whatever is true, put on a happy and expressive face and go out and enjoy what's going on. If people let down their barriers, they will find it easier to relate to others they may have never seen or interacted with before. This can create a wonderful feeling of unity as people join in and come together as one. You see someone on the street, and essentially what you notice about them is the flaw. Diane Arbus, interesting. Whoever can conquer the street will one day conquer the state. For every form of power, politics, and any dictatorship run state has its roots in the street. Joseph Goebbels. The last time I saw Paris, her heart was warm and gay. I heard the laughter of her heart in every street cafe. Oscar Hammerstein. I live in a one-way dead-end street bumper sticker. Heaven is not built on country seats, but in little queer suburban streets. Interesting. Christopher Morley. The people that I care about are the people out there on the street. I can identify with them. Diana, Princess of Wales. We learn about one another's culture the same way we learn about sex in the streets. Ishmael Reed. Interesting. Everything being at a constant carnival, there is no carnival left. Victor Hugo. Keywords: demonstrations of joy, spectacular shows of solidarity, ticker tape parades, community celebrations of victory and faith, food and drink stalls, Mardi Gras and gay pride parades, being a participant or an observer, having a following, gaiety and spectacle, performers, musicians, magicians, street stalls, traffic management, the mob, lots of people or cul-de-sacs and carnivals. The caution: egocentric displays, blowing one's trumpet, closing off some areas of life, overplaying others, problems with neighbors or people, displays with little warmth or genuine communal feelings, feeling like sardines in a can, noisy neighbors, loud music that annoys, disruptive behavior, hooligans and looting, lack of privacy and quiet, garbage on the street, barriers between people. This could be a Leo or a Gemini. This could be a Sag. Let's look up Aries number 4. Two lovers are strolling through a secluded walk. Okay. Let there be spaces in your togetherness. Khalil Gibran. So maybe you're pulling away from somebody for some space. Whether joy or sorrowful, the heart needs a double because the joy shared is doubled and the pain that is shared is divided. Ruckett. The man who goes alone can start today, but he who travels with another must wait till the other is ready, and it may be a long time before they get off. Henry David Thoreau. I was never less alone than when by myself. I was never less alone than when by myself. So maybe even alone time could be very important, right? Edward Gibbon. Far from the madding crowds, ignoble strife. Thomas Gray. Love does not consist in gazing at each other, but in looking together in the same direction. Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. I was never less alone than when by myself. And that's the same quote. Interesting. They put it twice. Far from the madding crowds. Yeah, they repeated the quotes. Weird. Okay. This image shows there is sometimes a need to escape the realities of the world and touch the deeper feelings of one's heart. The secluded walk that the lovers are taking pictures the need for private time, solitude, and quiet romance. An actual secluded walk may not be necessary. What is important is the ability to exclude outside energies that interfere with the sharing of intimate time. This symbol shows that some time should be taken away from the hustle and bustle of the everyday, even if only for a short while. Sometimes a detour must be taken, the materialistic world put aside in order to share a special moment with someone close to you. You may desire or even need to exclude others or outside energies from your life at the moment. These things may be interfering with what needs to be said or done in order to solve relationship difficulties and move forward. If you are by yourself in this situation, the solution may lie in taking time off and just being alone and rediscovering yourself. This can open the door to sharing more intimate dimensions of yourself yourself with another when you feel you're ready for it. This is especially true if your life has been hectic or confused recently. Sending out an invitation to someone special to share moments of your life may bring more rewards than are immediately apparent. Can you schedule things so that you can afford some time out? Keywords: walking love's path, secret love affairs, seeking shelter from others' eyes, wanting or needing to be undisturbed, the young at heart, being by oneself and wondering where the other is, romance, quiet moments, seclusion and peace, intimacy and sharing, desired destinations, walking and strolling together, keep out signs, relationships that are solid and satisfying, issues of seclusion, inclusion and exclusion, privacy, and being self sufficient. Being selfish by keeping one's partner or friend to oneself, jealousy when others are around, feeling left out or uninvited. Narrow-minded responses to people or things, loneliness and or the desire to be left alone, denial of self and needs, not wanting contact, rejecting those who don't measure up, and seeing one's partner as a possession. And Libra 2, let's see that. And lastly, I accidentally searched Libra 1. Libra 1 was a butterfly preserved and made perfect with a dart through it. Yeah, a little bit sketch. Libra 2, though, the light of the sixth race transmuted to the seventh. It is not the strongest of the species that survives, nor the most intelligent, but the one most responsive to change. Charles Darwin. All that is human must retrograde if it does not advance. Interesting. And we are experiencing a pre-retrograde shadow with Venus right now, which is your ruler. Postmodernism represents a moment of suspension before the batteries are recharged for the new millennium, an acknowledgement that preceding the future is a strange and hybrid interregnum that might be called the last gasp of the past. So there could be something of like we're finishing cycles from like 200 years ago before we move into a new era. A culture is not an abstract thing, it is a living, evolving process. The aim is to push beyond the standard setting and asserting human rights to make those standards a living reality for people everywhere. Mary Robinson, there's nothing more innately human than the tendency to transmute what has become customary into what has been divinely ordained. Suzanne Lafollette, which makes sense. We have a lot of strong Aquarian energy. We are in Aquarius season, and it'll be opposing the full moon on Wednesday. Evolution ever climbing after some ideal good, and reversion ever dragging evolution into the mud. Interesting. Reversion ever. So there's something about not going backwards, maybe even. Evolution is ever climbing after some ideal good, and reversion ever dragging evolution into the mud. So trying something new, definitely. This may be a time of new beginnings, the implementation of a whole new order. A feeling of ascension is present here, with people approaching the entirely new level of living and operating. There's a need to be with or communicate with people who have shared visions and hopes for the future. We have a clear choice. The fruits of past experience can bring either light or dark to the present. We have a choice. The fruits of past. Okay. That symbol can show, I mean, there's a lot of strong Saturn energy with it in Pisces, conjoining Neptune in the North Node in Pisces. Very potent time right now. This symbol can show a leap ahead in consciousness, so much so the old ways of functioning and living are no longer satisfying or even possible. Sometimes the old codes for living are actually somewhat unsustainable or unbearable. It's best to respect the value of what is waning and leaving your life, which will happen after the full moon, right? Taking all the best qualities of the past with you. Many things that were important before have now lost their imperative. The objectives that one wants to aim for are or have changed radically in the realization of this new age. The aspects of modern society are often left behind for a higher, more evolved state. This symbol often shows someone who is within reach of their ultimate potential. A new order needs to be implemented, and the time has come for it to happen. There are likely to be many who share the same aspirations as you, people who are on the same road and see the same signs. Join with those who are working at something truly worthwhile, as this will see you moving further and further towards a chosen future rather than one that is foisted on you by society. Some may not want to join you in your journey, though. Regardless of this progression and ascension, there is a need to remain rooted in the reality of practicality. Otherwise, you or someone else may lose the way of glamour or may lose the way in the glamour or fog that these new, sometimes deeply spiritual realities bring. Keywords: younger and more vital elements taking over from the elders, the fruits of a new age, theosophy, Blavatsky's theories, finding kindred spirits, sharing visions, ascension and evolution, inheritances that move one forward, growing older and wiser, UFOs and aliens, music that lifts one's spirits, gurus and avatars, demarcations of evolution, transmutations, indigo children, and evolving. The caution: losing touch with practical survival can be racial or other discrimination, feeling that one is of a higher order or more evolved than others, leaving others behind. So this could be about an Aquarius or a Scorpio or a Taurus specifically, but I hope you've enjoyed this little Sabian symbol reading. Please hit like, subscribe, and get a personal use in the Buy Me a Coffee link or leave a tip through there. Good luck. Take care.